Let's get into our major conversation today. The ruling All Progressives Congress, APC, is preparing for its state congresses, and it's trying to tidy all loose ends after conducting the ward and local government congresses. The party is insisting that any party member who drags the party to court will be severely sanctioned. The National Secretary of the Caretaker Committee of the APC, Senator James Akpan, says that members should be wary of the implications of going to court. He was saying these when he was talking to members of the party's local government appeal committee in Abuja. Senator Akpan explains that the party has set up appeal committees as an internal mechanism to resolve the fallout from the recently held ward and local government congresses across the country. It's part of our major conversation tonight. So what are the issues that are up for conversation with him? What are the details of the APC Congress and the logistics? The grievances over past congresses and the appeal processes and its outcome. Those are the issues that we shall be discussing with Senator Udwede. But what exactly is the bottom line of all of this? The Caretaker Committee has a burden on his shoulder to deliver a transition that is not laden with landmines. How will they do this task? Let's get talking with Senator Akpan Udwede, who joins us from Abuja. It's a pleasure having you join us tonight. And let's get to it. Today, you sent out a stern warning to members of your party that they should not go to court. The president has said it at one of the NEC meetings that people should withdraw all their court cases. But can you, in truth, really stop people from going to court if they are truly aggrieved?
Thank you. As a party, we are guided by our constitution and we are guided by decisions of NEC. The NEC that was attended by Mr. President took a decision to our members who ascribe to be members of our party that in line with the spirit of family, you have to explore all laid down rules before you can, go to court or seek what they may describe as human rights in terms of going to court to seek human rights. Maybe that's what they are saying. We have a process as a party. Our constitution has spelled out how to ventilate your grievances or your anger or your misgiving or what you may not be happy, and we have that process. And the process is this, that after every congresses, every state, the constitution allows us to set up an appeal panel, and you need to approach the appeal panel. If you're not satisfied with the appeal panel, you now will write to the Caretaker Committee or the National Working Committee, as it then was. And that's the process. Our own is to implement the decision of NEC. And we're very serious about that.
It's interesting. I want to know how your party is handling, or how the Caretaker Committee is handling what has come out as crisis in several states. We've seen it happen in Lagos. We've seen it happen in Abia, in Delta, in Osun. In fact, in some of the states that I've mentioned, in some of them, we've had situations where they held parallel congresses. There are parallel leaders. The World Congress in Osun had parallel Congress in the world and the local government Congress. How are you handling that?
Well, we have said it clearly, and we're very clear and very serious about this. If you have any association or any congress or what you call parallel congress that does not emanate from us, then the party will not recognize that. We will not recognize anything that does not come from us. We have said that clearly, and we want to repeat again. This party will not tolerate parallel executive in any of our parties, in any of the states. As far as APC is concerned, we have given you opportunity to ventilate your grievances, and that is to approach the appeal committee that we have sent to each of the states. And in the wisdom of Mr. President and the national chairman, they have set up a national reconciliatory committee again. If you are not satisfied, then you wait for that committee, then you can ventilate your anger. It's not to be sponsored to destroy the party. We view them as being sponsored to destroy the party. APC is a family. We have a very robust system to bring harmony to our members. It's a family affair, and we will deal it in that manner.
In some of the cases, since you mentioned that those who are aggrieved are not satisfied, and they might be viewed as working against the interests of the party. But in some of these states that we have mentioned, there are cases where the state governors have their own group. The ministers, sitting ministers in the federal cabinet as we speak, they have their own group. So they form factions in the party. Because these are leaders of the party. Some of them are former governors who are sitting ministers in the federal cabinet. And the party is now divided along those lines. What would you do to such a situation when the minister is insisting that the governor has overreached himself, and the governor is also insisting to hold his ground? How is the party handling those kind of forces?
Like I said, I want to repeat again, politics is a very dynamic game. Those that you've seen to be fighting today would sit at the round table amicably to resolve issues. Most of these information flying about, I will give it to the media. That's what you want to see. As far as our party is concerned, we are well structured. We're structured in the sense that we've conducted congresses, and it went very well. We have achieved about 99% success in all what we have done. If you see any contrary opinion or any contrary views, we still believe as a family we'll be able to take care of that. We have a system that will take care of that as a family.
And Senator, some of us are perhaps we are closer to the structures of your party at the grassroots, because they call us and tell us about their grievances. Let me give you an example. In Abia State, for example, in Osun State, for example, some people, there are grievances in some factions saying some forces in the party have hijacked the process. They're in fact hoarding forms. They obtained all the forms and hoarded the forms, so they are not able to obtain the forms. And the question is that, are they able to obtain the form at the national level if they say some forces have hijacked the process and hoarded the forms? Is there that option for them?
Of course. If you have such complaints, then you have to come to the National Secretariat to obtain your forms. No one can deny any legitimate party member of form. It is a person's right, legitimate right of the fellow. Nobody can do that. I deny it. I continue to deny it. Maybe there is something else they know that I do not know. If you have such difficulties, you approach the National Secretary, we will give you forms.
But you've heard about the allegations or the complaints that some governors and some leaders of the party in some of the states that have hijacked and are hoarding forms.
No, that cannot be true. There's nothing like that.
You want me to give you specifics? Do you want me to give you specifics?
No, they can. Anyone can. No, you can. But anyone can approach the media to make such allegation. But why don't they come to us? We have said clearly, if you have such difficulties, you approach the National Secretariat, then we will give you forms. You know how we raise money? So we know how the party raise money. We raise money by selling forms. How can we cheat ourselves? We form is for you to buy. That's how we raise money. Therefore, it will be to our disadvantage if we encourage that. We don't encourage that. We allow everyone to buy forms and have access to form. This party does not tolerate that. That I can tell you.
Let me ask you specifically, Senator, when you warn your members that they should not go to court, I know a few people that have gone to court. What would you do to search persons that have gone to court?
It's not what will I do. We are compiling names of those who have done that and their sponsors. It is not a decision of the National Secretary. It is a decision of other leaders. We will converge as NEC. Those decisions will be taken at the NEC level. Whatsoever the decision will come out, then we will communicate to them. It's not about me, nor the national chairman. It's about the instruction of Mr. President. It's about the decision of NEC. And our own, as a caretaker committee, we have to adhere strictly to the instruction given to us on the decision of NEC.
No,
we don't personalize it.
No, I'm not. I wasn't. When I say you, I'm not saying you as a person, as Senator Akpanu there. I'm saying you as a party. You're speaking for the party as we speak now. So I'm saying, what would the party do to such persons? What is the punishment?
The reason why it appears as if we are weak to them is that we're still giving rooms. We're giving them a large room to embrace peace, because one of the things that a legacy that the chairman of this committee is a very amiable, peaceful person. One of the legacy he will leave behind is to bring everyone on board, bring everybody together, bring a peaceful, cohesive, and a strong political party. As a family, when you see deviance in the nature at all, like if you're a father, you have deviance in the family, they are still your children, you still give room before you bring the big stick on them. What we will do is we are still going to give them rooms to ventilate and to reconcile, to come together, to build a strong, viable political party. We will not take kindly with anyone that we want to destroy the house that we have built. And we are very clear about it.
Is the option of expulsion open as a form of punishment to any of the members?
That is left for the NEC. Of course, we have such ability and capacity. The party will take that decision at the NEC level. Consultation with major stakeholders. Then we will do that if it comes to that.
When is this NEC meeting?
We will not. Let me tell you. We will not allow anyone to be sponsored by an opposing political party. We know those who are behind most of these court cases. They are used to doing it. Most of them have been bankrolled by the major opposition political party. And it is of their interest to weaken our party. We will not allow it. We understand. The information at our disposal you may not have. What you'll be doing, or what you'll be getting, is to enrich your content. But what we know is different from what you know. And what I mean is that we have put a robust system to tackle or to bring everybody on board. We have a system that can do that. And we have a very calm and intelligent, calculated, open national chairman, the person of Honorable Mai Mala Buni, the governor of Yobe State. I mean, if you cannot approach him, then you cannot approach the party. And there's something else you're looking for. You are not looking for the unity of the party. Your interest is not to unite the party. This party is bigger than individuals. And individuals must see themselves so. The party is big enough for anyone to, to aspire to wherever he or she wants to aspire to. It's not to take the other route of saying, the court will decide on how to run our affairs. I mean, it's very embarrassing. You can see even the Chief Justice of the Federation has shown concern about, court orders from everywhere flying as if.
All right. Let me quickly ask you, Senator, Because when you mentioned, I was going to ask about the next meeting, if you have a specific date. But you're talking in respect of those who are taking the party to court, or those who are having legal battles within the party. But what is in a case where the party itself is the one taking a member to court, as the case is in Imo State? The E14 led executive of the party and the court case there. Can you hear me?
In Imo State.
Yeah, I'm saying that. I mean, you're giving
Let me get
a premise.
let me get your question.
Okay, so the premise that you gave, or the instance that you gave, is that no members should go to drag the party to court. What is in a case? What of a case where the party itself is the one who drag a member to court? What happens in that sense? And I gave an example of the case of Imo State and the case of Nwafo, led executive of the party.
Say clearly that should be domesticated. I think that should be about Imo State as a party. That crisis is within Imo State. I will get back to you on that issue, because I think it's within Imo State as a party, a branch of our party in Imo State. That I need to give information that is really real and reliable. That's why I want you to give me some time to get into that.
Okay. Are you likely to hold the next NEC meeting? You talked about the NEC meeting. When is that likely to be?
Sometime in the future, I will let you know.
When are you likely to hold the National Convention? We know the date for the State Congress, October 2nd.
Yes. We're in the process, step by step. We'll finish the local government Congress. We're doing the State Congress on the 4th of October. Then that will be the next step.
What about the zoning and the arrangement for the National Convention? Are you going with the same template as it was in the Oshamale era, or you are devising a new template for zoning of the offices?
It's not within my mandate to talk about zoning. That is left for NEC again and the caucus of the party. It's not within my powers to speculate. So I refuse to speculate.
All right, so there will be a NEC meeting before you determine the date for the National Convention. Is that the case?
Yeah, I know you know the process of politicking. The process of politicking is that outside the official structure of the party, you have a caucus of the party. You have you have people who must be consulted on matters that concern a national issue like the zoning of political office and all that. And the decision is taken at that level with the party, involved. But I am not in that position to speculate.
Let's talk about some of the exchanges that we have seen between your party and the main opposition, PDP. It does look like recently the PDP has come at your party saying the way and manner your party is running the government and running the country is not the right way. They've taken you up on the issue of security. They've taken you up on the issue of borrowings. They've taken you up on the issue of economy. And they feel that they can do better than what the APC-led government is doing. Can you tell Nigerians that they can trust your party that is at the helm of affairs on the way and manner things are being run? As the PDP is saying, they say that with the way things are going, they have a very good chance of removing your party from the center come 2023.
I wish it was some other political party speaking, not the PDP. And you have in your archives these same people who borrowed 400 and something $1 million in funding a CCTV security cameras all over Abuja. And where is the cameras today? Are you seeing cameras? Are you being monitored? The money was shared. We're talking about the people who took a private plane with dollars to South Africa to buy arms. And today you're not hearing of the outcome of it. Is it because the president is lenient? Because the former president who was very kind to accept the verdict of the outcome of the election, the president is lenient. That gives them opportunity to be saying what they're not supposed to say. We're talking about a people who were sharing money, who were looting the Central Bank of Nigeria, sharing money among themselves. Is that the people who have the guts to talk about a government that is properly run, talking about the president that has been recognized by EG, internationally recognized as a man who is not corrupt? You're questioning a very prudent man, talking about a man who completely has wiped out most of those terrorist groups in their hideouts. Talk about a government that Abuja was bombed, Abuja was not even safe during the administration. No, if you want to talk, bring some other neutral, genuine, honest political party to speak against APC, not the PDP. I will refuse to join issues with them because Nigerians are still nursing the wound of their bad governance.
Let's take a breather. We'll have to take some commercial break. We'll pay some bills. And when we come back, we'll get our closing moments with you. There's a few more questions I need to ask you, Senator Oduade, and we'll come back and conclude. We'll take a break. And when we return, Mr. Bismarck Rewani, a renowned economist, will join us. He will help us bring a sense into what happened today in relation to the inflation figures that just been released. What does it mean for the Nigerian economy? That's after now. Jonathan. Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with us. Senator Akpan Uduade is the National Secretary of the APC Caretaker Committee and the Convention Committee. He's in Abuja, has been talking to us about the state of affairs of the APC. Thank you so much, Senator, for your time tonight. Let me ask you, I know that your party, led by Governor Memala Buni, has been luring a lot of members of the PDP that you spoke about today. About 3 or so of the governors of the PDP have joined your party, APC. Now we are hearing also, the same way we were hearing that some of these governors were going to join, now we are hearing that a former president is likely to join. Give us a sense of the possibility of that, Senator. Are you expecting, are you working, are you luring, are you conversing for the former president, Goodluck Jonathan, to join your party?
Once again, I'm not speculating. Everyone is allowed to join the APC. A legitimate fellow is allowed to join. We welcome everyone that wants to join the political party because it's a party to beat. Party is getting stronger in the progressive agenda. We're doing very well. We have done what others could not do. And you will agree with me in terms of security. Look at the PIB bill that has been passed to law. The president having the strong leadership ability to assent to it, knowing that it's subject to amendment. It's good to start somewhere. And we have done that for not only Niger Delta people, but to bring income and to improve our resource, financial, base of the country, to attract investment and all that. I'm hearing that for the first time that we are expecting the former president. That would be a great news. We will welcome him. That's to the party. That will strengthen our party also.
So the other side of the news is the possibility of having him as one of your presidential candidate. Aspirant. Is that a possibility too? If that kind of personality joins your party, because these are some of the stories that are flying around.
So the last enlarged neck of the party actually gave a blanket approval and to any individual that want to join the APC, that if you join APC today, it's like if you were a founding member of the party. So anyone who joined today has the same opportunity to run for any office in this party. It has always been so. So I'm not speculating. I'm not in the position to speculate. Politics is politics.
Yeah. Because, I mean, from what I hear, I understand that you are one of the master strategists behind some of the activities of Governor Buni. And some of these governors that have come to your party, I understand that they are not far away from some of your strategy. Give us a sense of the benefits, the privilege that we're speaking to you tonight. Are you expecting more governors from the opposition parties?
Let me, the nomenclature of what you have given to me is not true. The party is heavily led, is by the national chairman. You don't know the skill of the national chairman. Is a amiable, peaceful, calm. People trust him. So it's not me. So that is not me at all. It's between the national chairman and the president and other governors of this party. It has nothing to do with the national secretary.
So are you expecting?
We are expecting even you, we are expecting you, even Shem. We are expecting.
I can bet with you that
credible.
I will never join a political party. Take that to the bank. I don't have interest in politics.
Okay, thank you.
Beyond being a political journalist.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So give us.
Well, the party is open for more governors to come into our party. Before December, we are expecting some of them.
All right. So, on a final note, there's been a question as to the issue of fairness, whether or not your party is going to consider that in your arrangement for who becomes your candidate for 2023 presidential election. Has that been a matter for consideration of how you want to measure fairness, justice within the regions of the country?
Let me go back to the question that you were asking me. You see, the main problem why people are complaining to you, that is the media, is that they don't want to tell you the truth. Mr. President came out with an agenda or maybe a policy or maybe to re-engineer the political process and said politics should return to the grassroots. Most of the people who are complaining are using their name to allocate offices to themselves. For instance, if you are a former, this is a former that people claim local government, say, I own local government A, I own state A, I own senatorial district B. No, they did not listen to the president when we started the registration of membership of a political party, that politics has returned to the honors of politics, the grassroots. So you must present yourself at the level of your ward, your unit, to be voted for. If you don't win, you now will agitate. So I am former this, I am former this. I'm supposed to be given my local government. What about those grassroots people who have suffered to build this party? What will you say of them? And we also say, if you want to be like a member of this family, you can go to your unit or your ward and do the option of consensus. What it means that you take other people into consideration to sit down to arrange those things. Some people arrogate to themselves local government. You don't even want to sit with people to talk about what happened in your ward. That is a problem you are hearing. Those are the people running to court because they have prepared the list before the congresses. We don't behave that way. This Buni-led committee will not accept that. You will go to your ward. You will go to meet with your people. We have option. The constitutional provision is not me. It is not the caretaker. It is there in our constitution, clearly spelled out that you can opt for consensus, where you sit with people and arrange how executive will be. It's not a matter of saying, this is my local government, this is my state. You run around Abuja, corrupting people, lying against people, saying all sorts of things just for your local government to be given to you. But what about the politics of those who have suffered to build this party from bottom up? Those who canvass for this party, they also have right. They might not be known in Abuja, but they are strong in their unit. They are strong in their local government. What will you do to them?
No, the question I'm asking is your party considering the rotation arrangement that people are, I mean, some members are saying that it will be fair to come to this region or that region. Is that part of the concentration of your party? That's the question.
The constitution of the party allows so many things. Anything that will bring fairness, anything that will make us win, anything that will make appeal to voters to vote for us is on the table.
And what would that be?
The agitation of Nigerians is on the table. Where we get votes is on the table. How we are going to win is on the table. The strategy to win is on the table. That's what the political party is all about.
So it's possibility of your party.
Strength.
Yeah, so possibility of your party retaining the power to the north, the presidential candidate to the north.
I have told you that I am not mandated to speculate. I don't speculate. A party will meet in large caucus, will meet and agree on those things. And we'll come out and say this is what we're going to do. And we will do that. We will do just that. Expect me to speculate. You don't expect me to start saying what is not true, what I'm not being asked to say. I speak on behalf of the party. I'm not speaking as Senator John Akpan-Odoide. I speak based on decision of the party. I speak the voice and given voice of the party and the mandate given to me to speak.
Senator John Akpan-Odoide, the National Secretary of the APC Caretaker Committee. Thank you so much, Senator, for your time tonight, and I appreciate giving us the opportunity to explain some of these issues. Thank you so much indeed.